Guys, what I'm trying to convey this week, or get across to you, you're not gonna be a sign writer at the end of 5 days on a 40-hour week. But what I do hope I can install in you is a respect and a love for an art form that is on its way out, dying. I mean, it's at a level, but we want to keep it alive. What a lot of people want to do is run before they can walk. Whereas I'm taking you back to the basics. I want you to appreciate and love and respect the Roman style for which all lettering has come from. There are various different styles, some you see on the wall, but they've all derived from that Roman style. And the first day can be a little bit slow because everyone wants to jump in feet first and start painting. But on the 5th day, you'll look back and realise why this first day is studying this and getting your head around it. We're here at our base in White Waltham, which is where Carter Steam Fair is based. I've been doing them since 2006, the courses, 1 or 2 a year, and it seems now I'm progressively doing more. So this is my workshop. This is where, when I'm not doing courses, I'm painting fairground rides and signwriting, and it's the ideal size and shape to take a course of anything up to 16 people, where I can teach them the art of signwriting, which I get a great deal from because I'm passionate about it, and I like to think, and I'm often told, that that comes across. So it's a win-win situation, really. The yard we're in is a working yard, and the courses are done in this building, but I always give everyone a tour and show them what's going on, and so that makes every course different because there's always a different project on. And I think people appreciate this is a working yard. This is where it really happens, that the fairground heritage really being done, and this is equipment that we then go out and use on the travelling fun fair. So it's not just a case of I'm teaching it and that's all I do. The day after they go, we're back in here painting this stuff for real. And there's a selection of historic lorries and historic living wagons and, you know, whatever projects we might have on the go. But I think people like that, and sometimes there is a grinder in the background and a sander, but you know, this is the real deal. This is where it actually gets done. People don't get invited here otherwise. This is where work's done, and we lock ourselves away for the winter and we get on with it. So I think people like the fact that effectively, yes, they're paying for the course, but they're invited in. They've got this mass of work on the walls that is there on purpose to give them inspiration. And so they can enjoy that, they can pick up from that, and, you know, be the colours and the variations in styles, and there's lots of alphabets on the wall which I've painted especially for them. The first thing to know about this course is you don't need any experience. You needn't have done it ever before. You don't need any brushes, you don't need your palettes, everything is provided for. But I do also welcome people that have done it before. Even people that have been trained as signwriters, but because the business has gone, they can come back and refresh their skills. What people can expect, we do 8-hour days. The lunch is thrown in, is, I guess, my passion coming across. And there's so much to learn. I've never written down the amount of pointers that I actually tell people, but I know I cover everything every time, because when you're teaching people signwriting, you've got to show them. And there's so many facets to it. These days, people who make signs, they type it into a computer. So the magic of being able to lay something out and do it properly is lost. When people take their sign home, it's them that have done it. It's 100% their work. I'll make pointers, I'll make criticisms, and I am very critical. I'm not, you know, patting everyone on the back and saying, oh, well done, you've done a lovely job, unless they have. Because I'm here to show people this is a skill. It's an apprenticeship. It was 5 or 7 years worth of apprenticeship for a reason, because there's that much you need to know. People are often worried when they do the signwriting course that they're not going to be able to do it. It's all going to be too much for them. And I like to explain to people that very rarely does someone make a mistake that I haven't seen before. Common mistakes like getting the thick and thin on the wrong side, making your M's and W's balanced, and struggling and making O's, you know, not wide enough, and so on and so forth. And on the wall is a piece of my first ever bit of signwriting when I was a kid, which I like to show to people, which, you know, proves that we've all started from somewhere. The nice thing about these courses is the fact I attract people not only from all over the country, from all around the world. I've had people come from Germany, Holland, America, and that's lovely that they're prepared to get on a plane and come and spend a week in the winter in Great Britain. I'm really honoured that people come from abroad to come and do the course. I think it's great. I always enjoy overseas visitors, and it's just a huge compliment that they're coming all this way to come and learn what I do. I never would have dreamt when I first started doing the courses that there'd be as much interest as there is, and if anything, there's more interest now than there has been before. So I just hope there's new people coming up the path, and it's always nice when you teach young people that you think they may actually have a future in it. The first course I did back in 2006, it was taught 8 people, and one of those students was Aaron Stevens. And at the end of it, I actually offered him a job because I could see huge potential in him. And he hadn't gone down a route where he taught himself too much, he was just interested. So coincidentally, at the first course I did, I'd got myself my first apprentice. I keep my eye out for someone, with a special ability. I haven't come across anyone who quite shined like he did. And I've been teaching him since then. I still call him my apprentice. I'm not quite sure at which point I stopped calling him that. But he's got to a point, because I've taught him, that sometimes he does stuff and you can't tell our work apart, which is, it's a compliment, I guess. I know, I'm sure he's happy with that. He's brilliant to work with, and I'm very proud that I've taught someone. I've passed the baton on. Who knows? Someone else might come and do one of my courses, and we offer someone else an apprenticeship.
I've absolutely loved the course. It's been 5 days of bliss. Hard work, and but otherwise you're not learning anything if it's not hard.
I can't explain how much I actually enjoyed this course. I have probably never sat down for a week and studied and listened to someone without arguing, storming out, doing things my way. I did come totally prepared to just shed everything that I've learned before.
I would like to have this course in my home city, Berlin. But I think it's going to be difficult to take a Joby card to Berlin, but I do my best. So I will recommend this course to many people. I mean, not only people who are interested in typography, but I think it changed your way to use your eyes.
As a refresher course, it's fantastic if you want to get back into the industry. For a beginner, it's an amazing experience.
14 people locked in a room for a week, learning new stuff and painting lots of colourful things.
I think Joby is a good teacher. I think it's quite a hard thing to teach because a lot of it is intuitive. But I think he is a good teacher. He's hands off when you need him to be, and hands on, if you call him over.
It's not as easy as it looks. Professionals make it look so easy, and it's not. And it takes time to master the brush strokes and the skills.
I'd recommend it because just watching Joby work is fascinating, because you don't see signwriters in the street anymore. So just to see an ancient skill being practiced so well.
I didn't even know what kind of person would be doing it. I thought, are they going to be as strange as, am I as strange as these other people, or are they as strange as me? So turns out they are.
There's so much to signwriting, and this is another aspect of it which I appreciate and have learnt from.
There was this little bit in my life that was missing, and now I've got it. Thank you, Joby, king amongst men. I've written it down there, I'll say it to anyone's face. The dude's a legend.
I get people come and say hello to me who've done the course before and just tell me how much they enjoy it now, and they're always looking out for real traditional signwriting, and it is out there, you just have to look hard.